ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of Wrestle Talk with Bear and B-Dub on another edition of B-Dub's Thoughts. Now, this is getting closer to the return of a full card of a complete WrestleMania. WrestleMania 19, March 30th, 2003, live from Safeco Field in Seattle, Washington. Where do I start with this one? This was probably the first WrestleMania, in my opinion, that had four main events. Yes. Jericho and Shawn Michaels, Triple H and Booker T, Hogan and McMahon, and Angle and Lesnar. This one, five, because you also had Rock and Stone Cold. This one, you could have made any of those matches a main event at a WrestleMania and sold. And I'll get into that one as I go through each of them. Quick note on this WrestleMania, you had Limp Bizkit performing twice, which I thought was pretty hot. They performed for The Undertaker as he was coming out, and they performed the theme song. Tony Tribble introduced them as the World Wrestling Entertainment's favorite band. So I enjoyed them. I enjoyed their music a lot. Matt Hardy and Rey Mysterio, great way to open up the match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Matt Hardy he was on a run trying to lose a lot of weight, and I just thought it was so funny, him trying to lose weight, trying to get ready for this match. So that was interesting. Undertaker taking on Big Show and A-Train. Undertaker was supposed to team up with Nathan Jones, who quote unquote got hurt. I heard things about that he wasn't ready for the big time stage, so that's the reason why he was removed from the match. Nonetheless, Undertaker gets the win, probably his least entertaining match, in my opinion, throughout the whole streak. Trish Stratus taking on Jazz and Victoria, triple threat match for the women's championship. In this one, Trish will be able to regain her championship. I thought this was a good match. I've always been a fan of Trish Stratus. See where she come from to what she's become. So, thought it was a good match. I'm actually excited to see her perform. Be one of the people at Tough Enough. Remember the Guerreros taking on Team Angle and against Rhino and Chris Benoit. This one, when finally the Guerreros would leave with the tag titles, which I thought was... No, excuse me. Team Angle would leave with the belts, which consists of Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin, which, in my opinion, they were one of the best tag teams out there. Best tag teams ever. Jericho and Shawn Michaels. Chris Jericho. This match stole the show. I don't care what anybody say. This match stole the show. This is Shawn Michaels' first return in the ring since 1998 at WrestleMania 14, and boy did he perform. I thought it was just a great match, seeing Jericho, somebody who Jericho idolized and reminded you a lot of him. Seeing the two go at it, it was constant. And, Shawn Michaels, I like the way they ended. Nothing, just a quick schoolboy classic roll-up pin or whatever. And then Jericho goes to the handshake and then boom, hits him right below the belt. Awesome. Booker T and Triple H. This is an okay match. I mean, yeah, it could have headlined the show because you had the World Championship on the line. I really wish Booker would have became the champion. I didn't like the fact that Booker only could get the title as King Booker. So, that's the only problem I had with that match. But I really felt like this was one of the main events, one of the main attractions. So like I said, Raw's title was on the line. Mr. McMahon and Hulk Hogan. This match, as they built it, was years in the making. Everybody knows, and Hogan testified against McMahon, so they say. I read the story. I don't really see what he testified against him. Well, I guess you could say that if you said they did steroids together, so I'll take that back. But yeah, Hogan testified against McMahon, and then now they finally get the street fight. So this is another one of McMahon fighting his biggest WrestleMania stars in WrestleMania. But nonetheless, it was a good match. Hogan, of course, escaping with the victory. I like when Roddy Piper came out there, and he kind of knocked out Hogan and McMahon. So, the show, but then eventually he would leave he wouldn't be on Hogan's side anyway. Austin and The Rock. Now, for everybody who knows, if you got a chance to check out the history of WrestleMania, you'll know that this was Stone Cold's last WrestleMania match, and he indicated that he was, in bad shape, and he even had the was OMR on his vest, stood for one more round. And overall, this was a good match, and you could see at the end The Rock had kind of whispered something into his ear, but nonetheless, Austin just wanted to get through the day. Um, and then the main event, Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar. Oh my gosh, you had two wrestling powerhouses, two great technical wrestlers in the ring, headlining WrestleMania. What a way to end the show. Everybody knows the big moment in this match when Lesnar went for the shooting star press and missed it. I remember watching it. I was like, what is he doing? I was like, oh my gosh. Like, and Taz even said it. Lesnar's lucky he's not dead. I mean, he hit his head. For those people who say wrestling is fake, I want everybody to look at that one and see. You can see that was not planned. So, nonetheless, a good WrestleMania, probably, definitely top five in my opinion. When you look at all of them, definitely top five. Great way from start to finish. Um, but I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Like I said, this is one of my favorites. I ain't gonna lie, one of my favorites. Overall. So follow us at Bear and B Dub. Make sure you join us on Facebook, and thanks for joining us on this edition of WrestleMania Review. Make sure next week going back home for WrestleMania, where it all begins again. WrestleMania 20, live in Madison Square Garden. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.